Now you can play ping pong on those things. Maybe I should just give up the real game and try one of those. I might actually hit the ball for once. Number 1 Gillette versus number 2 Riverton. This game being played at Lincoln Middle School in Green River. First quarter, Riverton wearing the white, and they got to work right off the opening tip. Xavier Webb will spot up for 3, and he'll drain it. 13 points for the senior, and his team strikes first, up 3-0. Gillette would answer. The inside lanes are blocked off, so they take it outside to Logan Wasson, and you're going to see a lot of shots like this. The senior had 14 to help the cause, and this game is tied at 5. The Camels did have a slight height advantage in this game, and they would use it at times. Dylan Haddock is a 6'6" senior. That would make it easy at times to take an inside lob and score up close, which he did. His team is up 7-5. The Wolverines would hang with them in the early going. Cade Salisbury is going to slither his way through the lane and put up a light floater that will drop in. Double digits for the senior, 10 points. This contest is knotted up again at 7. But ties are meant to be broken, and Cody Kelly would undo it in a similar way that tied it. He's playing a little game of one-upsmanship with Salisbury, and that bucket put Gillette up 12-7. Back comes Riverton. Seth Quayle's going to get behind the defense on this baseline drive and score with ease. This game went back and forth for a while. The scoreboard now reads 12 points apiece. The opposition would build another small lead, but the opposition answered. Jordan Belleville is all alone in the corner, and you don't want to leave him like that. He'll cause trouble. The senior poured in a dozen, and his team is down 1, 16-15. Then the pendulum would swing the other way for a while. Wasson went right through the defense like it was not even there. That's a good way to score, and last season's state runner-ups held a 25-19 lead after the first 8 minutes. Second quarter, Gillette's defense and transition game had a few moments. Kelly comes up with the loose ball, and he'll feed it ahead to Bryce Lyman, who was waiting on the far side of the court to finish the fast break with ease. And you saw Belleville slap the backboard. That's a no-no. 2 points and a technical foul, and that would open up a 10-point cushion. It's 29-19 at this point. The Wolverines had some work to do, and they would try. Salisbury is lining up for 3, and he'll let himself in. That was much needed as his team was trying to get back into this game, down 29-24. But the Camels were feeling comfortable with the lead that they had, and Lyman wanted to build on it. Here comes another 3, and he's got nothing but net. That would push the score up to 32-24. Let's get someone else in here. How about Michael Cook? He's a senior and adding to the cause with a lay-in on the far side. That was 2 of his 12, and Gillette would eventually go up by 12 with the score at 36-24. Riverton had to make a move soon before things got any worse. They beat the trap and find Webb open underneath the hoop for an easy lay-in. That's a start, but they're still down 36-26. Actually, they were doing a pretty good job at getting ahead of the defense and stayed after it. Belleville fakes out a defender, and his patience paid off. That 12-point deficit would eventually get chopped down to 4. It's 36-32. The Camels knew what was going on and tried to snap out of it. Beautiful hook shot by Jade Kampf. That's what a big man is supposed to do. Gillette still leads 38-32. However, the Wolverines did not deter from their plan of attack. They'll find Webb ahead of the pack, and he'll find his team 2 more points, and now they're within striking distance, trailing 39-36. Time is starting to run out before the break, and Riverton needed a money shot. Webb is trying to position himself for the right shot. He had to take it on the run, and it would work for 3 just ahead of the buzzer. That 12-point deficit has been erased, and both teams went into the locker room, tied up at 39. Third quarter, Gillette's defense woke up after botching their advantage. Cook saw that one coming, and he's rushing to put this one into the oven. That bucket put his team back on top, 41-39. They were playing tighter D, but the Wolverines still found a few ways to get in. Belleville scores in traffic, and that is what his team needed to tie this game up at 41. They were down in a 5-point hole, and they tried to work their way out of it again. Here's Quayle with the offensive board, put back, and one. The 3-point play would cut things down to a 2-point contest. The scoreboard reads 46-43. But here's where everything changed big time. It may be a reused phrase, but the Camels found the on switch. It'll start with Kelly as the defense forgot about him for a moment, and that was all he needed. It's 48-44. Then it's bombs away all over the left side of the court. Cook collects the miss, takes it outside. No one came after him, and the senior will get the bounce and the drop for 3. His team was building momentum because the score is now 51-44. Here comes more. It's Kelly's turn, and just about everyone on the floor from Gillette had a hot hand, especially him. He led all scorers with 24 points, and that three makes this a 57-44 contest. Of course, they got three the old-fashioned way as well. Wasson backs himself up, turnaround jumper, and the foul. The Camels were enjoying their biggest lead of the game so far. Now it's 60-45. And they were not done. Riverton had a hard time making anything, and Gillette pretty much made anything that they threw up. Wasson will strike from the wing. His team would outscore the opposition in the third quarter, 31-6. Do the math. It's over, and another comeback is not happening. We're not even going to bother showing you the fourth quarter. Yes, the Wolverines got some points, but by the time they did, the JVs were already playing. What was a great game going into halftime turned into a second-half slaughter as Gillette just did whatever they wanted to do, and they gave Riverton their first loss on the season. Final score, 83-54.